Too bad people don't have
Or,
that
like,
much.
there's, like, the, saw chart?
Oh, those things.
But that's just straightforward. It's not,
It's just straight up forward. Are you trying to make people think they're waking up? Do my dumb little introduction really quick.
Hi, I'm Nolan McCool.
Hi, I'm Nolan McCool. Welcome back to the Nolan McCool Show. Unless one of you guys wants to do the introduction really quick.
Hi, I'm Nolan McCool. This is The Chat.
Episode 13.
Episode 29.
I'm Nolan.
And I'm Nolan.
And I'm Nolan.
And we're Nolan, is more importantly.
And we're Nolan.
And we're
Gotta
Nolan.
say it all in unison.
And this is the 13th special episode in which I gathered you all here today to record on Tuesday, the most podcasting day of the week.
Yeah, I think Tuesday's a new one for us.
Yeah, I'm sorry to gather you guys here on Tuesday, but also, what big champs, what good sportsmen you both are to join with me here today on, like, the second day of the week. I appreciate it very much.
Of course.
It was not easy getting you both here. Trey, you made me...
Getting us both in our own home.
Mm-hmm. No, I know Trey really didn't want to record today, I don't think, but I bribed him, you see.
No, really?
Trey, can you explain why you're recording today?
I didn't want to record, but I said if you bring me an iced caramel latte, I would record with you.
Yeah, and now your coworkers think that I'm in like your harem or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Apparently you have like everybody bring you iced caramel lattes at work, so now I'm just one of the sister wives, as they call it.
Yes.
Along with you, Max, and some other, like 5 other people, I guess. What?
No comment?
No comment on the lighting up the crack pipe over there? No, I don't have much to say about that, weirdly enough. Do you have anything you'd like to say about smoking a crack pipe in the corner over there?
I can say that I am not smoking a crack pipe.
Right. It's some kind of weed or something that children smoke, and not crack or meth.
My brothers go to my mother the other day and say to her, I think Max smokes weed from what they post on social media. And I pull up my Instagram and go through it, and I'm like, what the hell implies that I smoke weed? And they go to my mom and they're like, hey, I think they do this.
Why did they narc on you?
I was like, what the fuck?
So why would your mom care?
Right? Even she was thinking like the same thing. Like, what? Okay. And she's 23.
Yeah, what a weird ass thing.
Like, look at you guys.
What a weird thing to narc on someone for. Kids' brains, I think, are just not fully developed. That's a working theory that I have right now. I think that they might be dumber than most adults, in fact.
Is it true?
Is what true?
That you no longer support artists in the art community?
I don't know where you got that information, but yes, it's true. Yes, I hate artists. I think they should go away, probably.
Who's your least favorite artist?
Whoever painted Mona Lisa, that dude.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio is my least favorite artist.
Oh, he was great in Titanic.
Can I be honest with you guys? I don't really care for Leonardo DiCaprio very much.
Why?
Titanic's like the only movie I could say he was in.
He's fine.
I don't know him.
He was,
watch him.
It's like he was really good in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really like that movie, but I'm just not that sold on him, honestly.
I really liked him in The Matrix.
Oh yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, your favorite character in The Matrix. Who did he play in The Matrix, Trey?
Neo.
He played Neo in The Matrix.
Neo.
Oh, Neo. I've never seen it. I have no idea. I believe you wholeheartedly, though. Neo's the black guy, right?
No.
That wasn't Leonardo DiCaprio?
They just had him in blackface?
Yeah, the entire time. With the little sunglasses on.
Is it true that in 2005 you accidentally hit a family of 4 in your Honda Civic?
No. In 2005, I ran over a little Mexican boy crossing the street with glasses and a red shirt and cargo pants on, and I sped off before I could figure out it was me. That was you, Trey. You were that little Mexican boy. And you know what? It worked so well, I did it twice.
You did it twice.
I'm thinking I might go for a third time, actually.
I actually hope that lady that hit me with her car is doing well.
Yeah, she sounded pretty nice, you know, for a lady that just hit you with her car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think she's up to?
Hopefully not hitting any other little boys with her car.
I was 16. I wouldn't say I was a little boy. I was an adult man.
I was a man. When I was a 16-year-old, I was just like a little shit, I'm pretty sure. I remember just like, thinking I was like way more entertaining than I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I dislike all your videos.
Mm-hmm. I still do. I still think that everything I have to say is worth saying. That's why I subject people to an hour-long podcast every other week.
Do you have any pretty consistent listeners? Does anyone comment on the podcast episodes?
Not really, which is the weird thing. I get a consistent, 15 people who watch it.
One of them's me.
One of them's got to be you guys, I figure. Do you guys watch through the whole thing?
Sometimes we'll leave it on as background noise.
I figure. I was like, you don't need to listen to most of it. You guys are in most
There's
of it.
sometimes, so I religiously listen to YouTube before bed.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'll throw on one of the podcast videos.
You'll listen to the sounds of me, Trey, and you just talking.
What is your least favorite podcast episode?
I don't know.
To record. Which ones were you at the very end, or when you were editing, you're like, that was a shit show?
Oh, that's a good question. I need to look back through them. There was definitely one, not in this new series, because obviously all of the.
No, I mean from the new series.
Oh, from the new series specifically?
Yeah.
There was one episode called Death and Drugs. I don't remember who all was in it. I think it was the three of us. That one wasn't hard to record or anything. You know what it was? I will say it was hard to record because all of us were very tired and I don't think any of us wanted to talk. But despite that, we went for 3 hours or something. I had 2.5 or 3 hours of audio that I cut down to 40 minutes because we were all just so dead inside that day. I think that may have been the worst one. Of the new one. Of the old ones, though, there was one that just me and Joe did where it was the same deal. Me and Joe were okay, we have to record today, and we weren't prepped or anything, so it was so boring and quiet the whole time, and we both were just wanted to go to bed. I think those are when they turn out pretty bad, is when everybody's just sleepy, you know what I mean? There's time though. This is only episode 13, the big 13-mile marker. We could always record an episode way worse than that, you know?
I think my favorite so far has been the one with us and then Amber.
Oh yeah.
We recorded in your bedroom.
Yeah, that one was fun. See, my bedroom has good ambience for recording podcasts. Not right now though. I'm an idiot and I decided to rearrange my bedroom right after getting back from vacation, so my bedroom's been torn to shit for the last week and a half.
Give me a couple months and this room will be a good podcast room.
It's worse than this right now. At least you can walk through here. My room right now, for whatever reason, when I took everything down to rearrange it, it all somehow just ended up on the floor. So it's a minefield right now. You have to tiptoe through that bedroom to get to anything. It sucks. But, it'll get there eventually. Oh god. You know what just happened is I got a weird little flashback to the lake of seeing legs.
Yeah.
I want to ask how it looked, but also.
Oh yeah.
Did you take pictures?
I didn't take pictures of it when it was broken. Okay, I should explain this for the audio listeners. Someone I know, we were on vacation on a camping trip, and so this person I know jumped on a little water trampoline and snapped both of their tibias and fibias. And then we spent an extra week on vacation, or an extra 5 days on vacation there in the hospital while they got their legs fixed. And now said person is in a wheelchair, and it was a lot to take in.
I don't know what part's funnier.
I don't know.
Them snapping their legs.
Them snapping their legs, or the little lifeguard boy bringing out the tiny little med pack, oh, I got it. I kid you not, he meant really well. It was just a little 17-year-old, but he grabbed a little med kit. He ran out of the thing and it had Band-Aids and Neosporin in it, and we were you're not gonna need that. It was so
At least he
dumb.
tried.
He tried, I know. We let him down light. We didn't call him an idiot or anything. we were nice to him. We know he meant well, but we were just yeah, that's not gonna matter, dude. You ain't gonna patch him up with that.
Band-Aid's not gonna fix this.
No, I don't think so.
What about Flex Seal?
Flex Seal would fix it, actually. Have you guys ever broken any bones?
I have never broken a bone.
See, neither have I.
Maybe like a finger. I mean, like, what do you do if you break a toe? You can't really do
You can't do anything.
So if I, like, there's been times I'm like, okay, I may have broken a toe, but
It's like, whatever.
I'm like, they're gonna tell me to, like, wrap it or something. I can just do that if I need to. I'm not actually gonna figure out if it's broken.
Yeah, sure.
But, like, any major bones, I have not broken.
Yeah, that's fair. What about you, Trey? You broken bones, right?
I broke my shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, you broke your shoulder.
I like to say I broke your shoulder.
It was a well-placed blow. One well-placed strike. Just
An ill-meaning blow.
whoosha! Hey, that's amore, you know? That's life.
That's life.
That's life! Play the cover of Plankton singing That's Life really loud.
I like the Schlatt version.
The Jay Schlatt version.
Jay Schlatt.
Is there a Schlatt version of That's Life?
Not That's Life. Oh, It's My Way. Sorry.
Oh, My Way? They made an AI cover of that too. So these AI covers are getting really good.
Too good.
I gotta say that King Julian Slow Dancing in the Dark one actually sounded pretty nice.
Did you like it?
I actually did like it. We turned it on as a joke and then we were like, this feels right somehow. This sounds like something King Julian would sing.
Yeah.
You guys ever watched like the Penguins of Madagascar like cartoon?
Yes.
Or like All Hail King Julian? That's the one. You guys ever watched All Hail King Julian? That show's unhinged. That show's bizarre. Like, you know how people will make like memes about Mort, like the little dude, and they'll say he has like 8 dead wives
Because
and like
he does. Mort lore goes fucking hard.
yeah, Mort's got like dead wives and he's like a time traveler. He's like immortal.
I think what did he say yesterday? His dad died because he tried to absorb Mort's
him.
energy.
Yeah, and he failed.
essence.
It's just bizarre. It's great that we can have characters like that to exist, though. It's great. It really recontextualizes the whole Madagascar trilogy, knowing that there's some immortal time god just chilling out in this.
He's just some little guy.
Yeah,
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He's just a little dude. Don't worry about him. He's like Dick Cheney. You guys also play D&D, right?
No.
No.
What's D&D?
D&D, it's like a Pathfinder.
Oh, yeah, we play Pathfinder.
Yeah. You guys are in a Pathfinder campaign that's been going on for like how many years now? It's been like
a year and a half.
That's a long time, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how time flies when you're playing a role-playing game like that?
Honestly, yeah.
We just had our like 3-year anniversary of our game, which completely threw us. Like we had no idea we were playing for that long. I don't know.
When are you gonna end it?
Maybe when all of us die. You know what's funny is we've been playing for 3 years and just now are we starting to get into parts of the campaign that actually are like about our characters' stories. They've all just been like little side quests here and there with like little nuggets of lore sprinkled in, you know what I mean?
Ours is just a total chaos fest.
I was gonna ask about yours. Does the DM ever take time to focus on your individual characters' like stories?
Yeah, 100%.
What's that like? Do they just like take like an entire like month's time to just focus on like one character's backstory and then move to the next?
No, it's like little tidbits.
Yeah.
But it's like really well worked together so that all of the backstory is like kind of happening.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know how to explain it well, but like
everybody's story's moving along at the same time.
Yeah.
See, I kind of like that. I like that approach. If you can like tie it in with the events that are happening somehow. Like I feel like that was like something that was kind of hard to go into. This is kind of side tangent-y, but like when we started playing it, I had a really hard time like actually doing the role playing part of it. Like I couldn't like get into character or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it feels like everything that I would say would be like super tongue-in-cheek. You guys ever had that like weird like stage fright where like your character's supposed to be having like a serious moment and you just like can't do it? I don't know.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I can't do it either. We kind of tied it into like our personalities or whatever, but like that was like a real struggle for a long time there.
D&D's hard.
D&D is hard. I feel like D&D is one of those games that despite DMing for like close to like almost like a year now, I think it's coming up at like little over 3/4 of a year. Despite DMing for that long, I like still cannot remember like most of the rules most of the time because they're all so specific. Trying to remember what like a spell save DC is and like what it's based upon, and
It's That's why the good Lord made the books.
I know. There's so many times, though, where it's like, need a super specific rule and you'll just have to, like, Google it, like, really quick. There's so many times where I'll be, like, making shit up, like, oh yeah, like, as you're walking, you encounter a kobold who's green, and on the other screen I'll just be, like, Googling rules for, like, the spell fireball or whatever they're trying to do. Which is usually, like, something destructive with my characters. I don't know. Have you guys ever thought about DMing?
I have DM'd.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've told me.
One single game.
It was only one game?
One game.
One game, one very late night, many years ago.
Yeah? I don't think I've gotten many details about that game.
You have. I've talked to you about it.
Fuck Dunmore.
Fuck Dunmore.
Well, I don't remember it very much. I just remember you said fuck Dunmore and something about stealing doorknobs.
Yeah, one of my players wanted to steal doorknobs and just kept rolling like 20s.
It's always the stupidest shit that they'll roll on like that. Like, my characters want to, like... My characters are very, very good at, like, rolling against each other. Because, like, one person will be like, oh, I want to flirt with that girl. And they'll be like, alright, roll charisma. And they'll get, like, a 20. And then James will come along and be like, yeah, I want to fuck up his attempt to flirt with her. And he's like, okay, roll. And he gets a natural 20 also. And it's like, yeah, they just cancel each other out. I guess nothing happens. Yeah. It happens a lot. Seems to be the most common thing is either... The most common things in my campaign are either they try to brutally murder someone who they don't know with no regard for consequence, or they're trying to flirt with every bartender. Or Joe. They're trying to flirt with Joe all the time. Poor Joe.
Poor Joe?
You know what happened recently that was really funny? Is like... So Joe's character, we started the campaign and I think he said he was like 20 or like 19, right? And then... At the end of one of the sessions, as we were about to all hang up on Discord, he's like, it like came up like that he was 20 or something. He's like, what? No, Momo's like 17. And so Joe retconned his character so that everybody else is a pedophile.
What a guy.
What a guy. What a guy. And they sat there and fought him for a long time because all that they've tried to do with poor Joe is get into his pants the entire time. I think eventually he changed it to where he was 18, but like, it was the funniest move that Joe could have possibly made against them.
That'll teach them. How about that airline food?
I've never been on an airplane.
Oh, shut up, Jerry. You know damn well about the airline food. Did you know he never actually said that?
Who?
Jerry Seinfeld. He never said, what's the deal with airline food?
I didn't know where it came from.
It's supposed to, it's like attributed to him. It's one of those sayings that like is popular but like never actually happened. It does seem like a thing you would talk about though. You watch this dude's stand-up, he's talking about like socks and, you know,
I've never seen his stand-up.
It's not that great, honestly. You know what's funny about Seinfeld is that Jerry Seinfeld is the least funny part of it. If it wasn't for like Larry David, I don't think that show would have been nearly as good as it is, honestly.
Never seen Seinfeld.
I can't believe you've never seen Seinfeld. We have to go watch a bunch of Seinfeld because it's a really good show.
What is your least favorite Seinfeld episode?
Oh, I don't know. There's some boring ones in like season 1, but like even those ones are funny. Like we watched one the other day. It was like George starts to think that he's like been having heart attacks or something, and so he turns to a dude who's like a naturalist for like medical advice once he finds out that like an actual hospital bill is like 10 grand or whatever. And so this dude gives him like a tea that turns him purple, and then he ends up having to go to the ER anyways because the tea's like fucked him up or whatever. And even that one that was like kind of boring had like a funny payoff because they just ends up back in the hospital again.
What is the best Seinfeld episode?
See, that's really hard. There's one episode that's really clever that I think you would like. They hold a contest, right, to see who can go the longest without masturbating. But because it's like television in the 90s, they can't say masturbation. So they have to say like master of your domain. They just keep asking each other, are you master of your domain, back and forth. And so it's just them alluding to the fact that they're like losing this contest one by one without actually like showing anything or saying what's going on. I think that one won an Emmy actually. It's a really funny episode. There's so many good episodes in that show. At the end of the show, they just go to prison. That's how the show ends.
I don't think I believe you.
They go to prison. They just go to prison and then it ends. It's hilarious.
When did Seinfeld end?
I think like 2000. Like it ended like right. No, it may have been 99. It ended like right at the end of the 90s, I think.
They probably ended it in 99 because they're like Y2K.
I bet it was 99. Yeah, honestly, they thought that Y2K was going to happen and it was going to fry the chips in Kramer's brain, so they had to wrap it up really quick. And then it did fry the chips in his brain, and Michael Richards went on stage and said those infamous words. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, never mind. Yeah, don't Google Michael Richards stand-up. It's not very funny. Am I intriguing you yet? Is this getting you?
No, but you know what? It does sound really good right now. Do you remember Cups of Dirt?
I do remember Cups of Dirt with the little gummy worms.
The gummy worms.
Oh my god.
What are we doing?
We should be making those, honestly. You know what's funny is I remembered those like a couple of months ago. I remembered them. I saw them on like some thread and I was like, Brenda, we have to go make these, and then forgot about them until just now. It's like one of those foods. It's one of those foods.
It's elusive.
Yeah. It's like, for people that don't know, it's a chocolate pudding cup with Oreos crumbled on it, and then you put little gummy worms in there, and it's a cup of dirt. It's like the best little snack you'll ever have in preschool before getting tucked into a little nap. But it's one of those foods that I'll forget about for like 5 years at a time, and then randomly it'll pop back up in my memory.
One of these episodes, we should move away from the art and just film 45 minutes of us just making dirt.
Just a little cooking episode?
Yeah.
We do a little cooking episode. I'd be down for that. I thought about cooking episode's a great idea. We'll add it to the list. It'll just be the audio of us cooking. People can watch if they want. There'll be video, but it'll mostly just be the sounds of things banging together and the oven going.
The clang of pots and pans.
That's right. Us drinking red wine in our fancy kitchen. Our megaplex. Which is a thing we're sure to have by then. Hold on just a second. Max is texting me.
What did he say? Please read it out loud. Actually, Nolan McCool in editing, please put up a screenshot of the text message right here.
It has to do with underaged people. Put it up. Legally cannot put it up. Now this I could do. Anyways, all I had written down for today was D&D and the other thing. How much time do you think we've taken up so far?
25 minutes.
Oh, 30 minutes. You're actually not that far off.
We got about 10 more minutes.
Yeah, we're not that bad. I feel like we always, we'll get to a point. I feel like it's always hard when we're recording podcasts to, get to talking about something that we can actually, cling on to super
That's because we don't record for, 3 hours at a time, because eventually it's going to be golden.
Eventually it's going to be golden, but also time is money, and I know that you guys got to go to bed and do shit at some point because it is a Tuesday night. But I don't know. What if we just force it? What if we just start talking about the real meat and potatoes? Trey, what was your father like?
My father was absent.
Oh, yeah?
Nolan, when was the last time you got head?
It's been 3 hours now. And I'm really struggling with it. Trey, do you ever think about death?
I think about death frequently. What's your favorite position?
Missionary. Trey, what do you think happens when we die?
I think we go away.
Like to heaven?
No.
Just away?
Away.
Do you think anything becomes of us? Or do you think we just disappear?
I don't really believe in ghosts.
Mm-mm.
You know what I do believe in?
What?
I was gonna put in an ad.
Oh yeah, we don't get ads. We're not high budget enough for ads.
You can get the code from specially marked Danimals, or go to Danimals.com for free means of entry. With your parents' permission, post your fun Danimals video to be judged by Dylan and Cole. The grand prize is a trip to Hollywood
to hang with us.
Plus $10,000.
Nice.
Many will enter, few will win.
Danimals, get your blast on.
Yeah.
You don't believe in ghosts?
No.
But you've seen your grandma.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So what do you make of that?
Drugs?
Were you high on acid when you saw your grandma's ghost?
No, I was just sleeping.
One time I had a dream where I thought I figured out how the universe worked, and then I woke up and was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Were you stoned?
I think I might have been. I may have been stoned. No, I think it was just a really deep sleep, because it was right after I got back from said Utah vacation, and I had driven 12 hours within the span of 24 hours, and I got home and took a nap, and it was I had this vision, right? where I was like, I saw the universe and it exploded out from one point, the Big Bang, into like a million little branching pathways, and all these pathways were chain reactions occurring. And the way the universe made sense in my mind was everything was a chain reaction winding down until eventually there were fewer and fewer chain reactions until eventually everything stopped.
And now I have to work 9 to 5.
Yep. Also, I was high on mushrooms, I believe. No, I wasn't high on mushrooms. I'm just lying. I was just very tired.
Are you a compulsive liar?
No. Or was that a lie, too? So you don't know now.
When was the last time you told a lie, and what was it?
I don't remember. See, now you don't know what the hell to think.
You do remember.
It was like 5 minutes ago, I think.
What'd you say?
I don't remember.
Rewind that.
Rewind that, honestly. No, I don't know. Here's a good question for you, Trey. Are you a compulsive liar?
I am a compulsive liar.
Are you a compulsive liar? Are we all compulsive liars?
I don't
Or
know.
are we all lying about that?
Yeah. Which makes you the best compulsive liar there is. You just lie for the sport of it, not because you actually have like a thing in your brain makes you do it. I don't think I'm a compulsive liar. I like to gaslight you guys a lot. But
Gaslight us?
But it's never anything like harmful. It's just like I'll say stupid shit to be like,
See, but it doesn't have to be harmful. It can just be stupid shit. And that still qualifies.
but when I do it, I at least tell you guys it was like a joke afterwards.
You've never done that.
I've never told a joke.
No, you've never said like, oh no, that was a joke.
I worry about that sometimes.
There was that one time where you were talking about how you hate me and you never want to see me again and that we're not actually friends and you're just using me to record these podcast episodes.
Well, you shouldn't say that on microphone, but... See, I won't deny it either. I'm like, why would I ruin the bit? See, that's a thing that I've come across before that I realized I'll joke like that with you guys where I'll just like say stupid shit because I assume you guys think I'm joking most of the time. But then I'll do the same thing with like family members and they don't get that I'm lying. So when I tell them like, oh yeah, like my diabetes just went terminal or whatever, they're just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Got double cancer.
It's like, no, my diabetes didn't go terminal. What does that even mean? Like,
I lie to my family all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
like your own, like your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like about small things or big things.
Yeah.
Just everything. Why do you lie to them? So it's
like a sport.
to make life easier.
I try and get like a high score.
Just to see how many lies you can tell.
Yeah.
You know what's the one that made me laugh the most was when oh man, I can't say it on here because then other people will know. When you said you were allergic to this food that pickled. When you said you were allergic to pickles, I'll censor pickles. And I believed that for like 2 years or something, or like 3 years, and then one day you were just like, yeah, I'm not actually, I just say that so I don't have to eat them. It's like, alright. I thought that was hilarious.
One of my coworkers, I worked
so hard
at my
was.
last job for 3 years now? Almost 3 years. And I went to Jimmy John's and she's like, hey, will you pick this up for me? And I got a pickle. You're gonna censor that one too, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna censor that. Yeah, that way the
I
lie
can't
can
believe you're
go
gonna
on.
censor that.
Sure, the lie can go on. Yeah.
That's true, you should.
Yeah, it should go on. It's funnier.
So, I told her that I was allergic, like, when I brought it back. And she was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why did I have you go get me a pickle? And
Sat there holding it with your bare hands.
I was like, I don't know, I didn't touch it. I just took my sandwich out. And then, like, as I was leaving, like, my last day, I like, stopped and I was like, hey, like, I just want to come clean because you're, like, a friend of mine. I was like, I'm not actually allergic. And she almost started crying, like, from how long this lie had gone on, because she was thoroughly convinced that she almost killed me. And to make it better is my mom knows I lie a lot.
Yeah.
She knows I'm a little jokester.
Does she know about
funny little guy?
Does she know about the pickle thing though?
So this is the thing. She comes in to my work, and my coworker's like, "Hey, is this true?" And my mom just goes, "Oh yeah," like straight face. Like, "Oh yeah."
Does your mom know it's a lie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She just accepted it. Or she's just like, you know what it is? It's that it's easier to just say I'm allergic to pickles than to sit there and be like, I don't want pickles, and for people to be like, what? You don't want to eat a fucking pickle? They're so good.
Yeah, that's what I've explained to people.
I know, because I'm guilty of doing that to people too. People in my household will be like, I don't want to eat tomatoes, and I'm like, tomatoes are so healthy for you. Why don't you want to eat tomatoes? They're so good. Like, so I totally get that. But at the same time, I've been on your end where I'm like, I just don't want to eat that thing. Like, you know what grosses me out? The only food that grosses me out, for some reason, scalloped potatoes.
What?
I do not know why, but one time when I was like 9 or 10, my mom cooked scalloped potatoes, and I still feel super shitty about this, but I took that first bite, and it was something about the crunch of the potatoes mixed with, like, the consistency, mixed with the cheese, and I threw up, like instantly.
Then and there?
Like, ran to the bathroom, threw up immediately.
Oh, I thought you threw up at the dinner table.
No, yeah. I felt so shitty, though. Even as a child, I was like, I don't know, Mom, like, you made them good. I just, like, my body couldn't do it. And, like, I haven't tried them in a long time. I should try them again, but, like, something about the cheese and potato, like, it works with every other dish, but with scalloped potatoes, it's just, like, I don't know why. Maybe it was too soupy or something. I shouldn't say that.
And I'm thinking about
you made really good scalloped potatoes. I love you.
Thinking about it, though, scalloped potatoes are disgusting. Like, there's so many different textures
It's
and
a lot of
consistencies happening all at once.
There was a lot of, like, liquid, too. It was, like, gooey. It was, like, gooey. And it was, like, gooey and crunchy and cheesy.
Gabagoo.
It's what you imagine the word gabagoo to be, but actually it's nothing like that. Gabagool is nothing like that.
And just, like, feeling it, like, thinking about the feeling of scalloped potatoes in my mouth just kind of irks me.
Now imagine putting your balls in them.
In the scalloped potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about my balls being in those scalloped potatoes.
You're really dwelling on that?
Yeah.
Really getting a feel for it really turning over in your mind?
I'm really thinking about it. Like, how does it feel at the back of the sack?
Up and down the shaft.
What does the crease feel like?
Mm-hmm. So we're all bricked up over here talking about
I'm hard as a rock.
I am so horny for scalloped potatoes right now.
I thought you don't like them, Nolan.
Mom, make me some scalloped potatoes. I'm coming over for dinner tonight.
Here's a question for you, my friend.
Okay, yeah.
What fruit or vegetable do you think would be the best fruit or vegetable to fuck?
Like a rotten eggplant.
Doesn't have to be rotten. I never said it had to be rotten.
It's like
Nolan wants it
texture.
rotten.
It's like a better texture, I'd imagine.
You think? Like ribbed?
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
like the outside of a pineapple. Like, I don't know. A pine cone.
No, fruit or vegetable.
Yeah, pine cone's a fruit, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it is.
Okay, well, what fruit would you guys fuck then?
I mean, I don't want to say like the basic things like a melon, you know? I feel like every guy's like, I'd fuck a melon.
I'm not given many options.
You don't have many options. No.
Dude, imagine like a dragon fruit.
Well, my first thought was, what is it? Fuck.
Kiwi. Pumpkin.
No, that,
Up the ass?
that squash. But it's like...
The one that's like got like levels to it.
It's like the round on the bottom and then like...
Yeah, like a typical...
Oh, I would do that one too,
squash.
yeah.
It's like a, like a butternut squash or something?
Yeah, it's like butternut.
I would like
so.
set it on the ground and do a backflip onto it. Now what's the worst fruit to fuck?
Pineapple.
Pineapple? Like even if
Durian.
it's like a durian. Oh, it smells like shit.
And they're spiky as fuck.
I don't know. Those peaches kind of make me want to act up.
Peaches?
Yeah.
They got a little hard center though.
I don't care.
A little worm around it.
He's a little hard too, though.
It's a little hard though.
You ever wonder why they called me the Nutcracker in high school?
I'd fuck a macadamia nut, a walnut. Give me a chestnut right now. I dare you.
I just feel like a pineapple would be the most painful to fuck because all that citrus getting in your urethra.
I bet a kiwi would suck because there's the little follicles, you know?
I feel like that tickle.
Maybe it would simulate like pubic hairs. Maybe it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
But if it like flakes off and gets stuck in your urethra, that's gonna be a bad time. You don't want fibers in your urethra. That's what the doctor told me.
After the incident.
There was no incident. They just found out I had fibers growing in my urethra. So Trey, MX, do you guys believe in such a thing as a dream job?
Yes.
What is your dream job?
Housewife.
Housewife. I think I could get behind that, honestly. Kind of just sit at home, you know, take care of your little hobbit hole, have a good time.
What if you burn the lasagna?
Well, I mean, that's the dangers of the job, I guess. Are you expecting to get beaten at the end of the day? Is that what you're implying, Trey?
I'm just, when I think housewife, I think of
Just
like the old days.
Where they burn the meatloaf and they get
The husband gets home and just like,
they get an anvil dropped on their head.
Like a comically large anvil.
The piano. They drop the grand piano on you.
It says Acme on it.
Yeah. That's what it used to be like to be a housewife. Nowadays, it's actually pretty cool now. You just gotta sit at home and play like Toontown or Elden Ring all day.
World of Warcraft.
What's your dream job, Trey?
My dream job is to do exactly what Mr. Beast does, except I'm like the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You keep it all for yourself.
no, I like take money from people.
Oh, like a wealthy CEO.
Yeah.
Like
Would I be like Robin Hood?
You'd be like Robin Hood. So wait, you just steal money from the rich and keep it for yourself, or you steal money?
I'm trying to think. To be like the opposite of Mr. Beast, I would steal money from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just
and keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
Just like Robin Hood.
They don't need it.
What are they gonna use it for? Food?
Yeah.
Go get a job, loser.
And I'd film their reactions.
In like 8K too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
I
actually
have
pretty
like
cool.
hidden cameras.
Mm-hmm. Put people through like Squid Games, and then don't give them a prize at the end.
Like the prizes you get to live.
Yeah, the prize is maybe I don't know, if you can make it past, the guard dogs on the way up, then sure.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe.
Or you know what? I would be like a philanthropist. Like Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah, Willy Wonka was a philanthropist.
I would invite a bunch of people to my workshop, and accidents happen. Mm-hmm. I'm not insured.
Sometimes
obviously
you get crushed in a mill,
and I wouldn't pay out their families because it's not my fault.
Yeah, no, it's not your fault they got sucked into the lathe.
And at the end of it, I probably still would give like one of the lucky winners the factory. Mm-hmm. Because all of that falls on them.
Do you think this new movie will address the suicide nets that Willy Wonka installed in his factory for the Oompa Loompas?
I don't think it will.
No. And you know what? I should take that back. Gene Wilder Willy Wonka would not have that. Now, Johnny Depp Willy Wonka would absolutely have suicide nets in his factory, because that place looks dismal as shit.
Just the PR nightmare. Mm-hmm. Like at the very end of it, you kill a few people, and you just hand it off to somebody else, and now it's their problem.
And you could just live like fucking wherever for the rest of your life, because you never really had your face out there that much anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's brilliant, actually.
What a PR nightmare.
That would be an interesting idea for a future podcast. Maybe we should think of more live action movies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like we record it in the hot tub.
Oh, in the hot tub? You know what it would sound like?
I forget you guys have a hot tub, and I want to go use it so bad.
We need to clean it.
Let me know when you clean it, and I want to come use
There's
it.
There's a dead body in there.
There is.
As long as it's clean.
One of the cats crawled in and...
We haven't bothered to fish them out. We just don't care. No, yeah, we'll clean it out. When we clean it out, we'll let you know. Now it's gonna get cold again pretty soon, so it'll be perfect.
It's the middle of summer.
Yeah, but we got like a few months. Give it to the end of September.
Over
and it'll be
100
cold.
weather for 25 days. Today's the 25th day. It has been over 100.
Wow, pretty crazy, huh? Still no rain.
Still no rain.
It was supposed to rain today.
It's supposed to rain a lot of days.
And it just never does.
Never does.
We're trapped in hell.
Yep.
Save us.
No.
This is a cry for help.
No. But yeah. Anything else you guys would like to add?
No, I'm getting hot.
Me too.
I'm thirsty as hell.
Alright. Well then, thank you all for listening. This has been episode 13. I'm Nolan.
On the 15th episode, we should get like...
We should get little kazoos.
No, not kazoos, but those like party things.
Oh yeah, those.
Party blower things.
For lucky number 15.
I would like everybody watching the podcast to know that during this episode, I obtained 120 being carry on my Toontown. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta stand up. My legs are hurting me.
Good night.